To answer your question in advance, yes, they let me write today's episode, and yes, I apologize in advance. I'm John P. Welcome to Geek Beat. Today's episode of Geek Beat is brought to you by HipChat Plus. Collaborate, save time, and be more productive with your teams. Invite your team members and get a free 30-day trial at hipchat.com/GeekBeat. Hey gang, this weekend someone I know bought a big old mirror and wanted it hung on the wall. All it had were a couple of those little hooks on either side, which would have made it basically impossible to get it straight on the wall. You've been there, right? So forget doing it the hard way and do it the old-fashioned way with a French cleat. That's right. Believe it or not, way back in the past, a French guy invented a cleat. Anyway, do a search on Amazon and you can get one for like 10 bucks. Basically, it's two strips of metal. One of them you stick to your wall and you can line it up all sexy and straight like with a level. And the other you attach to your picture or mirror or little brother. Then put the two together and voila. You've got a perfectly straight and secure picture hanging on the wall. And anyone can do it. So, aren't you glad you watched Geek Beat today? Speaking of fat, this is what 5 pounds of fat looks like in the human body. Guess how much this huge chunk of fat weighs, Dave?
I'm going to say 5 pounds.
Yeah, I weighed it, and surprisingly, it really is about 5 pounds. So when you're walking around 5 pounds overweight, you're carrying one of these. And if you're 10 pounds overweight, you can do the math. But over on Kickstarter, Dr. Wayne Hayes, a NASA scientist, has developed a fat-burning vest that promises to relieve you of the fat just by basically slapping ice packs on your body. That's right. You want to lose weight? Just be cold. This must be how Callie stays so thin, because she's always cold. Anyway, for $150, you can buy a special NASA scientist-designed ice vest that Dr. Hayes promises will help you lose up to a pound of fat a week just by wearing it a couple hours a day. The project is already funded to the tune of about 600% of its goal, with 23 days to go and delivery promised in April. So either turn down the AC or order an ice vest. Speaking of miniature quadcopters, in just a minute, I'm going to tell you about the smallest, cheapest, most awesome quadcopter you've ever seen. You're seriously not going to even believe it. But before we get to that, how is your team communicating? Are they using a variety of email, IM, texting, cloud storage, and document sharing apps? Because HipChat puts everything in one place. It's specifically designed for business. Here at Geek Beat HQ, we put the entire team on HipChat. And David Foster set his notification to the most annoying sound in the world. Guys! We love to send him messages, images, and documents all day long. Except when he's actually in the same room as us. But I digress. Get your team on the same page in seconds. Sign up for HipChat Plus free, no credit card required. Visit hipchat.com/GeekBeat. Sign up, click on Start Chatting, and then invite a few team members and try it free for 30 days. Did I mention HipChat integrates with top developer tools like GitHub, Jira, Zendesk, and at least 57 other services? It brings your entire project and team communications together. Remember, that's hipchat.com/GeekBeat. And for the first 100 signups, HipChat is going to extend their 30-day free trial to 90 days. HipChat, your team, your project, in sync, instantly. Okay, a few weeks ago when we had our holiday party, the one where we unboxed the Yodaphone 2 right before the party, and then we played Pictionary at the party, and people were drawing the worst pictures ever, and people were guessing them right away.
We're brilliant.
And I drew like the best photo ever, and they couldn't even get it. And then Pablo drew a sexy pig. Anyway, at that party, we also did a white elephant gift exchange thingy. And Chris Kraft took home the Key Toys Quadcopter with a 6-axis gyroscope, giving it full motion capability for $25. That's right, ascend, descend, forward, backward, left, right rotation, left, right drifting, hovering, 3D flipping. Not only that, but we crashed it like an infinite number of times, and it just kept going. So seriously, order yourself one of these $25 quadcopters. I swear, I just ordered one for myself as I was writing this episode. So the good news is that I only paid $25. The bad news is you need to remember that every time I tell you guys to buy a $25 product, the people who do it quickly get them for $25. The rest pay more when Amazon's smart algorithm starts hiking up the prices. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's about it for today's episode. You guys probably shouldn't follow me on Google Plus or Twitter, but if you're a glutton for punishment, the links are right down there. I'm John P., and I approve of this message.
Will you edit that out? No, sorry.
You don't have to be able to outrun John P. You just have to be able to outrun the other intern.
The iPhone cases. I love the iPhone cases. No, the TVs just floor me every year.
The new 2017 GT, a mid-engine monster that looks good enough you'd swear Bradley Cooper and Halle Berry had a baby.